Hi everyone, this is Jane here, just here to pop down our cards for this week, and just going to pop down our first card with the black and white Faulkner deck as usual. Sorry about the cat's decided it likes to put its hair all over here. I need to do it with the roller. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we've got for... Oh, shaking the cards all over the place. Right, okay. Okay, let's just calm down. Put the cards down. Let's just see what we've got. So, first card out is the Chariot. So, absolutely love the Chariot. The Chariot is great energy because it's all about moving forward in the direction you want to go. Now, if you've watched my stuff before, you know my analogy for the Chariot is always don't let anybody else steer your car. If you're driving your car, you're not going to let anybody else do the steering, are you? That would not be sensible. That's what we're talking about in terms of the Chariot in a reading. Take control, go where you want to go, and be focused. The Chariot is all about movement and focus. So movement is great. When you get cards come out in a reading and they're talking about forward movement, lots of wands cards, yeah, we're going to go for it. That's great, but it needs to be focused. There's no point doing loads of movement if you just, you know, haphazardly bimbling around and going in the wrong way, or, you know, a way that isn't productive for you. The Chariot is saying just go in the right direction. You choose, you go for it, and you decide what you want to do, who you want to go with, where you want to be. You're in charge, basically. It's time to go for what you want. The Chariot can also talk about some conflict around that. So it might be asking you to really get a grip of where you want to go. So, you know, let go of any of that conflict. Certainly don't let anybody else interfere and tell you that you should be going in a certain direction when that might not be where you want to go. But let go of any inner conflict as well, or work that out, whatever that is for you. Sometimes we really want to go in a direction, but there's loads of things that are blocking us and getting in the way. Chariot asks you to clear those things up, and then you'll have a freer path. So beginning of the week, we've got Chariot, good energy. We need to be moving forward, which is excellent. So I've finally done an unboxing that I promised. So I'm going to use a different deck this week. And the deck that I'm using is the Mystical Moments deck, which is a deck by Katrin Stein. It's a beautiful deck. I will put my walkthrough of it up on the end of this video. So if you want to see it, it's beautiful. Have a good look, because it's a really fabulous, interesting, different, a little bit weird and wacky and way out deck, which I love. So I'm just going to pop one of these down. Let's see what we've got. Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is asking you to get balanced. Two of Pentacles might be saying to you that there are a couple of things that you want to do and that you need to weigh them up, really. It's almost like sometimes with the Two of Pentacles, it's kind of saying you might only be able to do one thing at a time. So there might be two things. You might have to weigh up which one you want to do more. It's not saying you can't do the other thing. It's saying that you might not be able to do it now. So you've got to weigh up, and you've got to make sure that you are putting your energy into the right thing. Again, see, the Chariot asks you the same thing. Where do you want to be putting your energy? Where do you want to go? So Two of Pentacles is asking you to kind of weigh that up, balance it out. It's a great card, the Two of Pentacles, because it kind of gets you focused on, right, where do I need to put my energy? I need to weigh this up and choose. Same with the Chariot, you need to weigh it up so that there's no conflict. It's the similar energy. Two of Pentacles is slow. Chariot is fast, though. So you might find at the beginning of the week you really decided and you're going to rush forward and I'm going to do this. towards the middle end of the week, you might be thinking, do you know what? I might need to just weigh that up again and revisit it. So, we've got this energy of moving forward. Just feels like it might be sort of a bit stuttery to start with, a little bit fast and then a little bit slow. So let's just have a look and see what we get with our oracle cards to just go with these. I'm going to use the Sacred Forest Oracle. Love this deck as well. I've got some really great decks, I was just thinking and looking at all my decks, and I must tidy them up. When I've tidied them up, once my knee's a bit better, I'll do a video of all my different decks and where they are, because at the moment I've got 2 or 3 bookshelves in different places, because my flat is not really set up to be able to have like just a corner where you can just have all the spiritual stuff there, a bit higgledy-piggledy, and some of them haven't even got a proper home yet, which is a shame, but it is what it is. But once I've sorted them out, I will perhaps do a video that shows all of them, because I do have too many. Right, so let's see what we've got with the Sacred Forest Oracle. Okay, so we've got Dragonfly. Dragonflies to me are a bit like butterflies. They start off as the nymphs, don't they, in the water, and they transform into this absolutely beautiful dragonfly energy, butterfly energy. So as you can see, Dragonfly Spirit in this deck represents change, and it's a beautiful card. Sorry, I've got hiccups. Let me just have a look and see if I can stop hiccuping long enough to read you what it says about Dragonfly Spirit. So it says, be willing to change your perspective and good fortune will follow. Something you need to back up. Sometimes you need to back up to go forward. As people get older, they find it harder to change. I don't know whether that's true, really. That feels a little bit ageist to me, Denise Lynn. I don't think that's true. So I'm gonna put that to one side, because I think if you want to change, you can. I do counselling. It's my other job is to do that, and when I'm well enough. And if you didn't believe that people could change, then what would be the point? It does say that it says you find it harder to change. I'm not so sure about that. You get some young people who find it hard to change as well. So I think that's a bit of a sweeping statement. So I'm not going to buy into that. But it does say activate youthfulness and be willing to make changes without hesitation. So, you know what? Change is scary to some people. Some people love change and they just can't get enough of it. But to most of us, and I know that's a sweeping statement too, change can be a little bit scary, and we have a lot of anticipation and concern that maybe that change won't be for the best for us. So it's really about being able to trust that any changes that come in are going to be good for you. And even if on the face of it they might seem a little bit scary, you're going to trust and you're going to go with the flow of the change and just trust that it's going to work out okay. So we've got this energy of change coming in towards the end of the week. So, it might be that at the beginning of the week you're all guns blazing, and then you have this moment of, I need to weigh this up a little bit more. You might need to change your mind. You might need to slow down a little bit. The Two of Pentacles is saying, I wouldn't say completely change your mind. Chariot is saying go in the direction you want to go. Don't let anyone else influence you. But you might need to slow down. So that could be some change that needs to happen. Although dragonflies, to me, talk about change that happens in a kind of beautiful way. And it doesn't feel like it's a really slow process. although, you know, when you look at a dragonfly, they do take a while as nymphs before they go into the dragonfly energy, don't they? So I don't know. It just feels a little bit like a bit stop go this week coming. I just feel this is all go. This is a little bit stop. This is a little bit go. So I just feel like you might find that you're a bit of a stuttery start, and then it just, I don't know, it just feels as if it might be 1 minute, yeah, and then next minute, oh, I don't know. So let's see what Brian's got to say, see if he can throw any light on the subject, because it just feels as if it might be a little bit back and forth for us this week. But I think you have to trust in the process. Let's just see what Brian's got to add. See, not yet, mate. So I do feel like we've got this feeling like we want to push forward, then we're not sure, then we might have to change our mind. So I think what I would say, it says here, hold your horses, now is not the time. You'll deeply regret it if you push this. Just wait, please. So although we've got that Chariot at the beginning of the week, that feels like it's a really strong desire to push through with something. It looks to me as if later in the week we're starting to look at that more deeply and balance it out. We may be saying that this Chariot has to wait. So I feel like we've got energy that is slowing us down towards the end of the week. I hope that that's a bit garbled, and I'm aware that it's quite contradictory. That to me would suggest that the week as it progresses is going to be a little bit contradictory. We might find that we are really wanting to push through with something. It's just not quite time yet. So hope that's helpful. Hope it hasn't confused you, because it's confused me a little bit, I'm going to be honest. But it feels like it might be a little bit of a confusing week. But that's okay. I think if we just trust with the dragonfly spirit that the change will be good, we'll be okay. And don't push it. If you get this feeling that it's not the right time, then it very likely is not the right time. So hopefully that's helped, and like I say, not left you too confused. Thank you very much for watching. If you would give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to my channel, that really helps the channel to be seen. And I will catch you all next week. Thanks for watching.